Gang. This your boy Hype Fan Jersey. You are now tuning to Hype Fan Eagles. Man, first, you already know I like to give my blessings and thanks to everybody that been liking, following, subscribing to the channel. I always gotta say appreciations and all that because each and every day, man, I'm definitely appreciative of everybody. So continue to like, continue to follow, continue to subscribe and continue to put your 2 cents and your ideas with it, man. Cause I'm all open ears. I'm just a regular, ordinary fan of the sport and an Eagles fan. You already know. So, I definitely appreciate it. We could get the discussion going on. Don't hesitate to join in. Like I always put, you can follow me there. If you want to communicate, if you got anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, you want me to support you, you want to, just to conversate, anything you want to tell me or your ideas or whatever, that's where you can hit me up at on Twitter, just strictly for communication wise, and I got videos, I got a couple of things right there, but it's basically so you could communicate with me better and I can support as much as you support. So definitely don't hesitate to follow me there. But most important, not hesitate to follow the YouTube channel and subscribe to it, man. Definitely. I'm working on my another YouTube channel. It's gonna be my personal ones for people could follow when I get everything ready and all that. I'll have that for y'all. But me and my boys be tag team this one. So for now, you could follow this one and then you could follow both when the other one get on. So just stay tuned and definitely I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I'm not gonna wrap you up too long. So I'm gonna get right into it. Yeah, man, it's discussions going on. That little thing that been happening, you already know how it is, rumors and how people want to feel with their opinions, especially with all these analysts and everything, how they feel, and everything. Like same old when it comes to the Eagles, when it comes to the Philadelphia, we used to it, y'all. We drive off for it. You like, yo, it's new. No matter what we do, we gonna have those type of people in us. But it's all we feed off of that. We love it. We love it. So quick thing. I just want to touch bases on this thing dealing with the NFC, quarterbacks and everything. People got their own feelings. Fans got their own feelings. But we just gotta keep it real. We just gotta keep it, strictly with facts and everything. It's a lot of good it's quarterbacks in the NFC that's doing their thing, but is only dealing with top five. You have to be honest with yourself, So I'm gonna give with the NFL scouts and executives and coaches of what they not a bad fact. I'm gonna give what the players said because they did a survey with the players and they did it with the coaches, the executives, and the scouts. They did two separate things. So I'm gonna do the NFL players first. The NFL players they vote and what they feel like for the NFC quarterbacks. They have Jalen Hurts number one, Dak Prescott number two, Brock Purdy number three, Jordan Love number four, and Matthew Stafford number five. Um, that's what they have. I'm I'm not too mad or with the list. Only thing I would say that I would feel is I would switch out. No, not one switch out. I would swap Brock Purdy with Dak Prescott. I would swap. Now, I would put Dak Prescott number three, and I would put Brock Purdy number two. And that's just because of I just feel like Purdy accomplished a little bit way more than Dak did in his few moments in the season. Dak been in the league way longer than Purdy, and Purdy done made it to the Super Bowl quicker than Dak. It can't say because a different team because the that had explosive offense for the longest. Like and Dak have met like I said this before in my last video. Dak has multiple games that he lost. He lost because of him. Not because of nobody else, because of him. He lost because he wasn't consistent. He made the problem worse than what it already was. He's not being accuracy. He making dumb decisions. Like he lost the game, playoffs games, wild card games because of him. Brock Purdy probably have a squad, just like that did. I know he got Christian McCaffrey, Ayuk, Debo. Like he got all these guys in there. Like and he got a good coach. Like, but at the same time, what he didn't do is make things worse. He did his job as a quarterback, protect the ball, and did what needs to be done to make it to the Super Bowl. Something that Dak is lacking to do. Like, so you can throw out stacks and you could throw out all this stuff you want, or Dak on a regular season breaking records. All that doesn't mean nothing when you don't reach to the goal. Like when you don't reach, yeah, you can say, well, they still didn't win. You can say Jalen Hurts and Brock Purdy still didn't win the Super Bowl, but at the same time, they stepped foot and they had a chance. And they prevailed in the playoff. They went further than you did. Regardless if okay, we didn't win or and the 49ers didn't win, they still went farther than you have less in the less time that they've been on the season. Like so that's what point. At least they show promise that they could get there and have a chance to take it. What promise that you showing is you keep choking and being the reason why that you can't prevail in the postseason. Like so I this that thing I put him third because I do was put him over Jordan Love and Matthew Stafford. Um and because they those two won. I mean, Matthew Stafford, he did won a Super Bowl. So, but you know, he didn't really have a productive season after that. So he's still a good quarterback. He's still up there. But I agree with the 4 and 5. You could debate on what you want to if you want to switch it out between Jordan Love and Matthew Stafford, he being 5, the other one being 4. You could debate that. But also you could debate who you want to take out or put in with Jared Goff, like because he had a phenomenal last season. But it's a give and take. That's how I look at it. So that's the NFL players. I agree with it to an extent. I just would swap Dak Prescott and Brock Purdy. That's what I would do. But let's get to the most point that I want to speak on is the NFL scouts and the consecutive executive coaches what they pick and who they choose. They have number 1 Matthew Stafford, number 2 Jared Goff, number 3 Dak Prescott, number 4 Brock Purdy, and number 5 Jordan Love. What is wrong with them? Like I don't understand how. Like I'm not. You could give and take between who could get off this list with Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, or Jordan Love. But if I have to choose, I would say Jordan Love will be off the list, and because it's a give and take with Jared Goff and Jordan Love, but I think Jared Love need more time to see what he could do for the Packers. I won't put him up on the top 5 right there today. He had a good season last season, but that last he choked because that last game when he played I think it was the 49ers that he actually played, right? And he rolling out and he forcing a pass. That showed that he still got a little bit more to learn in his experience of controlling the outcome. Like, so I would say that you have him up there, but don't have Jalen Hurts. I'm not even gonna argue with them not having Jalen Hurts on number 1 on their list. But to not have him on the list at all, like what is wrong with them? Like, what do they don't like about the Eagles? What do they don't like about this guy? Like, from them to like to really you have Jordan Love, you got Dak Prescott. I get why you have him, but you gonna have him up there, and he never even touched foot in the Super Bowl. But you're not gonna have Jalen Hurts. You got Jordan Love that still need time for experience and see what he could do for the Packers, but you have him up there instead of Jalen Hurts. Um, not Okay, you got Matthew Stafford. I'll get reason why. You got Brock Purdy. I would get reason why. You know, you got Jared Goff. Man, because what he did with the Lions, yeah, okay, he turned them around. Um, so I kind of get it, but like not have, excuse me, not have Jalen Hurts up there. Like, come on, man. Why is y'all trying to do this? Like, but it is what it is. We already know. I seen a lot of comments, a lot of posts where people they feel the same way. Like, only a selective people are going to agree with it. Only select people that's going to be against Jalen Hurts being on this list, and definitely a lot of select people going to be against Jalen Hurts being number one, just because they're not going to want to see that. But to not have them on y'all list, man, we already see the hate through that right there. We already see, but it's all good. You know, like I like the certain people that's on the list. I don't mind. I really, to be honest, I don't mind that Prescott being on the list. Like, I just his position, I would think. I mean, they got that right. I think that's the only thing that they got right on this list. That they got that Prescott number three. So I'm not too mad about that having on number three. Um, Even though Matthew Stafford got a Super Bowl over him, Max Stafford took a more of a low leap afterwards than Dak Prescott. You know, so I mean, a lot of people would debate. Some people would debate about that, but it's a give and take. But yeah, like I get, I would get why they would have Dak Prescott on number three. I would say Brock Purdy should have been two, and like I said, Matthew Stafford or Jordan Love, or I would say I would take Jared Goff over. I would take Jared Goff over Jordan Love. Like, I would have Jordan Love sit this one out, at least put him number six. I like Jared Goff more, a little bit more than Jordan Love. Like, that's just how I look at it. Um, but man, yeah, man, not have Jalen Hurts on the list, man. That's just really diabolical and preposterous. Like, if I say that word right. Oh, but that's wild right there. That's really wild right there. But that's they list. Ain't nothing new. Like, we used to the NFL, the media, the analysts, hating on the Eagles and don't having not having faith in Jalen Hurts just because they looking out the out of the last 7 games, we only won six. So they looking at it like they looking at it in that type of zone, in that sense, but not looking at it the reason why we went. A reason why we lost those games in the last season, at the end of the season. Like, they're not looking at it is because our coordinators didn't do their job. Reason why he was looking the way he looking, because he was only working with what was given to him. The people want him to be a quarterback just audible every play, when that's not your position. It's not your job to be a quarterback to audible every single play. Like, and then, okay, you audible a play, but you audible into another bad play. Like, okay, I audible, because they act like he wasn't out there making adjustments and out there controlling the line. Like, they act like he wasn't out there doing that. I saw him out there making adjustments. But what is the use when you make adjustment from one bad play to another adjustment to another bad play? Like, what is the point? You only could work with what you get. Like, I understand this is saying that it's not about the hand. It's not about the hand that's dealt, but how you play with your cards. Like, it's not about how your cards is how you do it. Yeah, to a extent, because at the same time, if a guy got nothing but aces and jokers and spades and all that other stuff, like, and you only got numbers and maybe a queen and maybe a king now and then, but you got nothing but numbers, like, you're not winning. You're not winning. Like, ain't nothing you can do. Like, it's nothing you can do. Like, so to a extent, yeah, like you only could work. He only was working with when he worked, and then the type of plays that's so standard, so predictable. Like, come on, like. All these other quarterbacks had coaches that's way more better. You know, Patrick Mahomes, like Jared Goff, Brock Purdy, like even Dak Prescott, coach is better than Brian Johnson was. Like and Nick Sirianni. Like so. I like Nick. I like Nick, but I felt like he could have did something about it, but he didn't. It's a you could debate who was took control. There's a lot of discussion about if it was Brian Johnson or Nick. It is what it is. But at the same time, the point is Hurts was only working what he got. And people keep blaming him for how he looked. Come on, he wasn't in his bag. He wasn't in his flow because that's what he like if you got if your chemistry and the motion and the flow of the game is off because of the coach don't know what he's doing, then your flow of the game, you're whatever. Like you can't audible every drive, you can't audible every play. Come on, Tom Brady don't even audible every play, every drive. Like every snap, he got an audible to get audible. Like nah, stop with that. Like he did the best what he can, and that's what was given him. People don't want to look at that. So that's why he looked the way he looked. He was out of sync because of what he was working with, and he was playing with an injury at the same time. Like they not trying to understand that and look at it and then the defense they making it more better. They playing trash and giving nobody no chance. So like, come on, like it was a different team. It was just that type of year. Like, but even through all that, we still went 10-6. He still got the team to 10-6. Like you act like that's a trash record. That's a good record. Like we still made it to the playoffs, even though we lost a little. The way we lost wasn't all that good, but at the same time, it's because of the team went downhill, the chemistry. But it wasn't because it wasn't him. So like they looking at it in that aspect, but it's wrong to look at it in that aspect. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna just have to show them this year, hopefully. And Jalen Hurts, let them know like who they forgot. Let them know what they forgot about and who they forgot about. And that's what it is. The players know, the NFL players know, because they in that game, they know sports, they played it, and they know. But these scouts, they just I don't be understanding what we going through their heads, the analysts and everything. But it is what it is, man. So that's been said. That's all I just want to discuss y'all about. I'm about to head up and go do what I gotta do. Just definitely stay tuned. I'm still getting everything around with the video that I said I promise I'm gonna have getting closer up to the season. I'm gonna be giving y'all a video about hand on hand and from each team for the schedule of what I think our record is gonna look like and the score prediction. I want to say the score prediction more of our record if we're gonna win or lose. So I'm definitely getting everything, just trying to get my facts right and all that. So please stay tuned for that and continue to like, follow, subscribe to the channel. You already know, man. This your boy Hype Fan Jerry. Thanks for tuning in to Hype Fan Eagles Bird Game. I'm out.